Oh boy, the FL Studio fanboys are gonna hate this one. What's up everybody, it's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with another video. Today is the long awaited video review, honest 100% review of the Akai Fire Controller. Yes, this is gonna be a review of this controller. I know you guys been talking all that shit about I should go ahead and buy one before I start talking about it. So here you go, you see it? I got my hands on it, I got my nuts and everything on it. You know, I finally got one, so let's do a fucking review on it. Now, I do want to go ahead and clarify some few things real quick. I am not being sponsored or endorsed by FL Studio. They didn't send me this. I went in the store and purchased this with my own money. Yes, my hard-earned money. I bought one of these damn controllers. I can't believe I did that. So, no, I'm not being sponsored. This is going to be a 100% honest, real-world review of this product. I'm going to say the good, the bad, the ugly, the bullshit, everything about this controller. So if you're a fanboy of FL Studio, this is not for you. If you're Imageline, I hope you're taking notes because you need to. And all the people out there who are endorsed by it and were paid to speak good about this product, you know, fuck y'all. Not playing, but not for real. But this is going to be a 100% honest review of this product because I felt like a lot of people are missing out on this product and really giving you a 100% honest review of that. But yeah, if you can, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud, MrDifferentTV. Also subscribe to the channel. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to change up the view so you can actually see this controller. I got it right in front of me. And we'll be right back and then we'll get to the fucking review. So let's go. All right, so we are back with a different angle. I do apologize for the shitty camera angle. Unfortunately, I don't make a lot of money to buy a top-down view, but you guys have seen what it looks like from the top down, so you already know what it should look like. So yeah, here it is right here, the FL Studio Fire Controller. And yeah, let's just go ahead and go over it, do my honest review, and let you guys know what I think about it, who I recommend this for, and who I do not recommend this for. So first off, let's start off with the build quality of this unit. I will go ahead and say that because it is an Akai product, that the build quality on this unit is really good. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. It's really good. The size, the build quality, the feel of it, really solid. The encoders right here feel really good. These are endless controller encoders, so you can just spin these all fucking day and it won't work. They have no wobble to them. The selection is a indented controller, and as you see, I'm moving my stuff and you can see stuff right there. It's really nice. It's actually a button as well, so you can click it in. It has a little bit of wobble, but not enough to make you go, you know, oh, like this. The buttons over here have a nice satisfying click to them, so that is dope. All the buttons have good clicks to them, and the pads do feel, you know, pretty responsive and pretty good, and they do work. So there is that. So far as build quality goes wise, and plus it's USB only, it's like USB bus powered. It works great, and build quality and size, it's actually smaller than my tablet, my drawing tablet. It works good. It's a good, well-built unit. So probably gonna be the best thing I say about this, but it is what it is. It's really well built. So let's go over some of the features about it and talk about it. So as you see, it is your standard controller. It looks like the sequencer of FL Studio. So if you're familiar with the sequencer, that's what it looks like. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to it far as that wise. You got transfer controls over here, so you have your stop, play, record, and you have between pattern and song mode. I do have a picture of the screen as well, so you can actually see it in action as well. So all that works nice and function wise. You have a shift and alt button, so you can have, you see it has actual like white notes right here or stuff in white borders. When holding shift, it toggles different things, and that's pretty good right there. So you do have extra functionalities within these buttons and some of the parameters in there. You have a pattern selection button, so you can actually change different patterns. As you can see, I'm changing the different patterns. You can actually change the grid as well. So you got different grids, you can change that. You have these 4 selectable, like I guess, parameters for the controller. So you have the channel button. So the first one's the channel, so it affects stuff within the channel, so it shows you the channel. The second one is for the mixer, so you can control the mixer, and there's different functions for that. And you have user 1 and user 2, which basically make these encoders right here mappable to whatever you want to map them inside of FL Studio or VST or whatever. So you can map different things in there. So that is dope that they do give you 2 user banks right there, which is, you know, they could have gave you like 2 more slots for 2 more. I mean, come on, Imageline, don't skimp on features. That'd have been dope. They had 2 more banks. I think it would give you more functionality, but I mean, 2 is good enough for most people. On there, I don't know if you can see it, but There's different stuff for whatever these encoders do depending on the mode. Top mode on channel mode is volume, pan, filter, and resonance. In mixer mode, it is volume, pan, and then you have low EQ and high EQ. So depending on what mode you're in, depends on what the encoders do for the first two. And then the user, like I said, is moppable to anything. Next, you got your mute and solo button, so you can mute, solo stuff, which is pretty good. If you hold shift, you can actually solo all, solo one, quick there. And alt actually lets you select the different where you're at on the mix. So as you see, you got the green dot. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, there we go. You can see now I'm selecting that channel by holding alt. So there's that. So that works pretty good. So you can select whatever channel you're in and play whatever sound there is. So that's that right there. Simple. Next, you got your different modes, and let's get into those modes. What I like about them, what I don't like about them. So the first one is a step sequencer. So you can switch between. This is the step sequencer. Now I can just plug in the crap, just like a regular step sequencer, and then hit again to remove. So that works that way, and it basic step sequencer stuff. So you can basically do that, and you're able to add more steps and go over with the grid button. You have a browse button too. Also, I forgot to mention that if you hit browse, you can actually browse. Depending on what you hit, you can click browse. You can do the browser. You can do step sequencer mode or browser, and then with the browser, you can actually go through different kits. You can click the kit. Should let me go inside the kit. That's for the sequencer. You can actually browse through the sequencer. You see it on the board. It's browsing through, and it shows forward at a time, which is pretty dope, and it tells you what it is. And then browser should allow me to go inside of my kit. Why can't I go inside my kit? Okay, that's weird. It did let me do it last time, so here we go. There we go. So I can browse. I don't know why I didn't do it, but yeah, I can browse through it, click, and I can add. I can go click in, and then I can go to add to window or send the track and all that kind of stuff. Send the channel by force, boom, and it sends it. So you can do that. Pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty quick to do stuff like that. So you do have that right there. So not mad at it. It is what it is. Could be a little bit more intuitive, but it is what it is. So yeah. So back to secret mode. Next we got the note mode, which is probably the best and most, I don't know, this is probably the best feature of this controller is the note mode. So let's just bring up a piano because it'll be easier to show you with a piano. So 1 second. All right, so now I'm back and I got a piano brought up. So yeah, when you go into note mode, you get your keyboard. So basically what it is a 4-octave keyboard. The blue is the root note. So this will be 1 octave, then this will be another octave. So, and that'll be another octave. So you get 4 octaves, which is pretty good. If you want to go up octaves, you just hit the grid and you actually go up an octave. So that is dope right there if you want to do that. And it's basically keyboard. So it's your basic keyboard, you can see. Basic keyboard right there. So you have a little mini keyboard right there. And it works great and it does what it does. But the function about the keyboard that I love the most is the fact you can actually choose your own scales and key. And you got key lock, scale lock and all that. So how to access that mode, all you got to do is click in the button. And then now you can select your different modes. So you can go to, this is a regular keyboard. You got major, harmonic minor, melodic minor, whole tone, diminished, major pentatonic, minor pentatonic, Jap scan, major bebop, the diatonic bebop, blues or Arabic, everything you got pretty much in there that you got. You get your Fijian, your Lydian, so your trap guys out there, So now you can play. You got that right there, which is really good, and I like that. Now, if you want to change the key, you just hold shift and you hit grid, and now you can change the different keys. So you can go like the F sharp now. And there you go. You can change the key. So that right there is the best feature of this controller and keeps it from being an absolutely piece of shit, in my opinion. If they didn't add that to this controller would not be worth it, hands down, because of that feature. That feature saves this from being a piece of shit. So I give them that. I'm glad they did that. That was a smart move. Big ups, Imageline. Big ups. So with that being said, that's pretty much the keyboard. Works really good, and you can lay down some ideas real quick, and then you can go in there, change in FL Studio, and then you can goddamn do that. One thing to note, these are not velocity sensitive pads. So you got to humanize it yourself, and that is a big missed opportunity from Imageline that they didn't make this velocity sensitive. So for all the people who thought it was velocity sensitive, it's not. So yeah, sorry, it is what it is. Fuck. Next, you got the drum mode, which is basically, for drums. When you click it one time, it brings it up, and it brings it the standard, I guess you could say MPC style, and it actually links up to FPC. So you have FPC. All this will correspond with FPC. So if you got FPC, you can do your stuff right there. I don't know who really uses FPC that much, but this there, I guess. But me personally, if I'm gonna do drums, I'm just gonna go into note mode, go into I guess like dual keyboard mode. And I'm gonna play my drums that way. I'm not gonna play drums in this mode right here, because I think this is shit. I don't like FPC, and the fact that it's not velocity sensitive, it doesn't make it good for boom bap or nothing like that. You're still gonna go in there and play with the velocities. You're better off clicking it in yourself. So that was a missed opportunity right there. I think that's just useless. But if you use FPC, there you go right there. But if you if you actually click it in and then change it, it comes into Slice X mode. So if you use Slice X, now it's mapped to Slice X. You can throw your samples in Slice X, and they'll have it all sliced up in Slice X. You still gotta bring Slice X up in the DAW, but now it's Slice X mode. So drum mode, you got FPC mode, and you got, Slice X mode, and you got omni-channel mode, which I don't know what omni-channel is. Oh. Well, that is dope. So omni-channel mode is basically all your sounds are now in one row, so you can play it that way, which is okay. Well, that's pretty dope right there. So you got 3 modes in drums. So yeah, that's that. Then you got your performance mode, which I don't have a performance mode set up, so I can't really show you performance mode. But if you have a performance, you can actually go in and see in my DAW, if I had clips to use, I can actually go around and trigger different clips depending on how my performance is. But you have to draw it in yourself and set up performance mode in order to do that. But that's what that is. And that's pretty much it in song and pattern mode. And yeah, so that's pretty much the unit in a whole. That's pretty much it. There's nothing much more to say about it. It is RGB, so you can change the color of stuff. So if I go to this channel and say, I should be able to change the color of that by just going here and going to change color. And it should change the color of it. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, it should. Okay. Guess I'm doing it wrong. I'm going to read the manual on that. But you can't change the color because these are fully RGB lights. So you can have all your cool spaceship colors blinking and all that good stuff. So let's get to the main thing. Y'all want to know my honest opinion about this, who I recommend it for, who I don't recommend this for, and all that. So we're going to switch the camera back to my beautiful. Well, fuck it. We're going to stay right here. Okay. So first off, I want to say I am not hating on Imageline. I don't hate Imageline whatsoever. Still love the company. I mean, I still use FL Studio, so can't fault them for that. But I do feel like this was a rushed project. It was an incomplete rush project. I feel like it could have been done more, but at the same time, it is a first good attempt. I said in all my videos, it's a first good attempt, and yeah, you can't get mad at that. They tried their best to do what they could do with whatever they had their budget was. And it's good that they partnered up with Akai, but I feel like they missed out on a lot of things. For one, velocity sensitive pads. That's the dumbest thing they could have left out. That's stupid. It's limited velocity, but that's stupid. They should have made these velocity sensitive. That's just fucking retarded. They didn't do that. 2, note repeat. I know people keep saying this about note repeat, but I feel like it would have been nice because Akai is known for note repeat. but I feel like FL Studio can probably implement it inside the DAW, and then with a firmware update can add note repeat in here. Because I mean, it's possible to do it. I know it's probably possible to do it. We'll just have to see if they do it. If they don't, then oh well. If they do, we'll have note repeat in here. So I think they can actually do that within the software to give functionality to the Akai Fire for note repeat, because that'd be, you know, helpful. But still, with no velocity sensitive pads, it don't really fucking matter, really, right? Yeah, I mean, the key mode is probably the best part of it. The fact that you can change all these, you got all these at your fingertips and scales and all that. That is just dope. I love that. Yeah, I mean, that's the things I really like about it. Other than that, and it's the portability. I love this because I took it to a session the other day and I pulled up beside the laptop, didn't take up no space, made a beat real quick, and it worked. It didn't speed up my workflow. It didn't slow it down. It just did what it did, nothing else. It didn't speed it up, it didn't work it down. It was just a MIDI controller. That's all it was. So if you're thinking this is gonna be a workflow enhancer, it's not. It's not gonna do that. It's not gonna speed it up. It's not gonna slow it down. It's just gonna be another tool to use to help you get ideas down really quick and probably just, you know, whatever. But, you know, in my opinion, it didn't really speed up or slow me down. It was just there. I'm so used to FL Studio, it didn't matter. I used the combination of mouse clicking and everything like that anyway, so I didn't care. Now, who do I recommend this for? Anybody who doesn't have FL Studio or a MIDI controller, get this, because for $200 you get FL Studio and this MIDI controller. It works flawlessly. You plug and play. Bam, you got a legit copy of FL Studio, so no more torrented versions of FL12 or FL11 or older. You actually have a legit copy of FL Studio, and you got a nice controller to go along with it if you don't own a MIDI controller or a copy of FL Studio. But this only works for FL12 or up. So yeah, all you FL11 and below users, you can't use this anyway. So womp, womp, womp. I recommend this for anybody who is a mobile or traveling producer who go different studios. I put this in my laptop bag, in my camera bag, and it took up no space whatsoever, and I didn't even notice it was in the back of it, honestly. I thought I left it at home. It's that small and that compact and travels really well. And since it's really well built, you're not going to break this unless you just toss it outside in the road and all that. And like I say, any mode producer, something like that, or beginners, this is a great controller for if you don't already own one. Now, if you own a controller, if you own something like that, you don't need this. If you already have a nice keyboard, I would not buy this because it's not gonna do anything for you. If you want scale lock and all that, just buy Scaler. Scaler is $50, and if you have more scales than this thing has, and you have more possibilities, and you can also do scale lock inside of Scaler. So if you want scale lock, buy Scaler. If you're gonna buy it, it's not worth buying this $200 piece of kit for that one feature. Just get Scaler and save yourself some money. Trust me, it's a lot better. What else I about to say? Yeah, if you own a machine or something like that, honestly, I think the machine can do more than this, in my opinion. I don't really want to compare it to the Machine Jam because they're not really the same, in my opinion. The Machine Jam more for live performances and all that. But if you have to, I don't know. I feel like this and the Machine Jam are not comparable whatsoever. I feel like this is definitely a different beast compared to the Machine Jam, and the Machine Jam is a different beast compared to this. So I don't compare them to. Now, as far as it being an Ableton push fucking killer, if you think that, all you Imageline dumb-headed fanboys who think this is a push killer, you're fucking stupid. This is not in any way a push killer. It doesn't come close to a push killer. I don't think they were even trying to be a push killer. But stop comparing this to the push, because the push, in my opinion, has a lot more functionality and is way better than this. This is just a FL Studio controller. Leave it at that. It's not a push killer. It's none of that. It's just a FL Studio controller that controls FL Studio. So yeah, Ableton users, like I said, you're fine. You didn't get wounded. It's not comparable. So yeah, but I don't recommend this to anybody who already has controls and all that. It's not worth $200. I didn't even pay $200 for this. I actually paid $100 for it because I had a gift card and I had a 30% off discount code, a 30% discount coupon with Guitar Share. So it's not worth $200. Like I said, if they had if it's like $100, it would be a perfect controller. I think everybody should own this if it was like $100, because it's something you can just throw in your bag, take around with you, play with, make some ideas with, and go. But for $200, I can't recommend this for $200 at all. And that's not me being salty to Imageline or anything like that. That's just me being honest, because I don't want you guys to waste your money on something that's really not going to do much for you in the long run. It's just there. It's a nice little novelty. It's gonna wear off really quick. I promise you that. I'm gonna keep my unit just because I paid nothing for it. I paid $100 for it, and on top of that, it's great for traveling and stuff like that. But as far as like my workflow and replacing my keyboard and all that, I don't know if it do that. I will be doing an extensive month-long journey with this, and I will give y'all an update a month later at the end of this month to know how my feelings changed about it. But as of right now, I can't recommend this to anybody until the price dropped at least, or if you're just one of the people who just gotta have it, go for it. But like I said, if you don't have a controller, want FL Studio legit, then yeah, I guess buy this. But other than that, just skip this altogether and wait for Imageline to make either a bigger unit or a more in-depth unit that does way more FL Studio, which I'm pretty sure they can do if they just listen to the feedback and stop buying into the bullshit that their product is amazing and people are gonna buy. You know, actually make it like velocity sensors pass, note repeat, more functionality, more stuff like that would be dope, and I believe they can do that. It's the software it's a software update away, and it's a more thought out. And I said, I don't know. Like, that's just my honest opinion. I'm trying to be as nice as I can with this, but honestly, it's just not worth it. The FL Studio Akai Fire controller, I don't think is worth it at the moment, especially for $200. And that's just all I gotta say. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I mean, I'm probably get some hate for this, but it is what it is. And for all the people who got paid to speak good about this and got endorsed by Imageline and all that good stuff to try to boost this up, you're wrong for doing that, because you're doing your subscribers and the people who really want really legit feedback, you're doing them an injustice, and you think you're a piece of shit. Like, you should be honest with that. Don't take money from companies if the thing's not good. Fucking be honest with them. Who gives a fuck if they like you or not? It's what it is. Because I'm here for the people. I'm not here for the companies. And this is just a $200. Yeah, it's not worth it. Don't buy this if you already got stuff. Just avoid this. But yeah, I will be giving away one of these. So if you want one, yeah, there's a Gleam link below. Sign up for it. It'll help my channel out. It'll help my social media out. But I will be giving one of these away at the end of the month because you guys want it. But if you don't want it, then I will give you something else. I'll just give you the $200. You do whatever you want with it. It's up to you. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy like always. This is my 100% honest review about this controller. And yeah, you either take it, leave it, or you don't. That's what it is. All the hate, go ahead and hate. I don't give a fuck. In the day, at least I'm gonna help people save money in the long run, and I'm not gonna fucking just cave into these companies and just give you a bullshit review and just hype it up when really it's not all that. It really ain't. It's a good first attempt, but that's about it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy like always. Sorry for the long review, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.